Welcome back everybody, hope you're all well. Today all you need is just your lovely selves and a space to work in. We're going to be working in the centre today on a fairly straightforward dance sequence, focusing on picking up the choreography and performing the movement as well. But first of all, let's get those bodies working with a quick warm-up. Okay then everybody, starting with those legs nice and wide, turning out from the hips as well. We're just going to take some breath with the arms, big stretch up, and breathe out as we bring those arms down. That's it, reaching a little bit wider with those fingertips. Good. And start to pick it up a little bit more, drawing those big circles. And then when you're ready, start to add a little bend of the knees as we scoop those arms up. Reaching up high, looking up at those fingertips, and then bending over towards that right side. Little lunge, then send it the other side. And again, starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. Good. Not too low here, we're just starting to get a little bit of movement in those legs. And back to the centre, we're going to take some pliés, swinging those arms. So just demi-pliés, knees pushing out over the toes. Keep breathing. We're going to plie down. Reach across with the opposite arm, down, reaching across, a bit quicker, down, good. Start to bring it a little bit further around, so we're giving a little twist in that spine. Good, back into the centre, reaching up, turn those toes forwards, reach the arms down, relax the head, relax the arms, and then rolling up, good. Walk those feet into parallel this time, so feet both facing forwards, soften those knees and just give those shoulders a little roll. Slow that breathing. Good. And if you want to, just loosen up that neck as well. Make sure there's no tension in the shoulders and the neck. Good. Little bounces in parallel. Let the arms just swing naturally. And just peel those heels off. Working into the feet. Take a little rise and just lower and shake it out. So as I said at the start, we're going to be working on a short sequence in the centre. All of the moves are fairly straightforward, so this is all stuff that you probably already know. There shouldn't be anything that's too new or too foreign for you. So we're going to focus a little bit more on remembering the sequence. So perhaps a little tip, maybe pause the video and practice it on your own, and just to see how much you can pick up. We will repeat little sections just to make it a little bit easier to follow along with the music. And this song has been recommended by one of the lovely ladies that comes to our class. It's a cover of Paradise by Coldplay, a lovely piano cover, which I think works really, really well when we're practicing sequences in the centre. So we're going to get started in first position. So just nice, natural turn out here. Okay, pulling up, think about that lovely posture, tucking that pelvis under. Okay, keeping the back of the neck nice and long as well. So we're pulling up through the centre of the body, engaging those abdominal muscles, relaxing the shoulders, opening out the chest. Lots to think about, I know, all right, but it's just that lovely ballet posture which we're trying to maintain throughout. So we're going to start off nice and simple with 4 breaths of the arms. We're going to go right first, right, left, right, left. And you can engage the head here and the chin sort of in the direction that the arms are going. So adding to that performance quality I mentioned at the start. So we're going to start with the right arm, little breath up and down, and lift and down. And again, lift, lower, lift, lower. So although these moves are nice and soft, think about the strength and where that comes from in the arms. Okay, think about almost unfolding the arm from the shoulder, using the shoulder blades all the way down to the fingertips, and then place it down. Unfold and down. Okay, next we're going to take those arms to first. So bring them up to first, about belly button height. They shouldn't be high here. Okay, fingertips not touching either. Then opening out to second, lovely big open chest here, lower to bra bar, then back through first, all the way up to fifth. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. All right, so let's just take that one more time. 4 breaths. We go 1 and lower, lift, lower, 3 and 4. Good, arms to first and second and down and lift. All right, so again, just like we imagined with those breaths, think about where the power is coming from in those arms. Be nice and direct with it, okay? So even though they're lovely and soft and fluid, we've still got the strength in those shoulders carrying those arms, so we can get it nice and quick with the music. Let's give it a go. Start straight away with the music. Arms to first. Down, all the way up. So from there, our arms up in fifth, we're going to take a little rise. As we do, we're going to cross the right foot over into third or fifth position, and we'll do that with a little karoo. So we're just crossing those legs over and taking some little steps on demi-point, okay? So maintaining that balance, pulling in those abdominals to help us focus. Keep the weight underneath you, okay? Try not to tilt from side to side. Keep everything gathered up as we karoo, and then open those arms to second, and then lower. As we lower, we're going to step to the right side and take a little twist. Twist it round so our left arm comes round to the front and our right arm just goes behind us. Then we're going to step back to the left, close the right foot in front, and we're slightly en croix. Okay, so in that crossed position with the legs. If it was ouvert, remember, we'd have this open line, but we're crossing it over the top. Slightly on the diagonal as well, okay, but not too far so it's facing the side. So just a slight angle on that. Let's do that first section with the music and then we'll move on to the next section. Intro section, which does repeat a little bit later on. It's mostly more like a port de bras exercise with the arms, okay, but it's really nice just to build up the piece, okay. Then we're going to have a little look at some footwork. So we're en croix, we've got the right foot in front, either in third or in fifth. It is totally up to you which one you do. And we're going to take some battement tendus, okay, so nice, sharp, quick points forwards, side and backwards. So we're going to take 4 forwards first of all. So keep the turnout in that front leg as we go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Remember to keep both legs straight here. The only joint that's moving is the ankle, so we're flexing the foot so we get this lovely pointed toe, bring it back in, and obviously working from the hip as well. So 4 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. We're going to take 4 to the side now. As we take it to the side, we're just going to close in first each time. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so same thing, keeping the turn out there, making sure your knee is opening out to the side, we're not letting it drop in. Then we're going to take 4 to the back. Okay, now this time we take the first one back, close it behind. So we're kind of crossing that back leg over it slightly more than if we were in first position. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so with the arms, I'm happy for now. If you want to just focus on the footwork, you can add the arms in a bit later, or you can add the arms in now. It's totally up to you. So we close everything here, right foot in front. We're going to take those arms to 5th, okay? They're going to travel through first and up to 5th on those 4 battement tendus. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're here in 5th by the time we get to that 4th one. As we open to 2nd, same arm as leg, so our right arm is going to open to the side, making our 4th position with the arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, as we take it to the back, we're going to take those arms to arabesque. So straightening them up here, opening out this right shoulder slightly. So we've got this lovely long position here, nice and open in the chest. So from here, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's just walk through that and we'll practice it on the other side as well, because it does repeat on each side. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that a go on the other side just to practice. So left foot in front, we're just reversing the arms over. Okay, so same thing again, make sure we've got that crossed line with the legs, arms bra bar, taking them up to 5th first. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and open, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4. All right, and there's a little changeover in between just to get ourselves on the other side. If you're finding it a little bit quick, then you can always halve the speed and just do 2 in each direction. So instead of 4 or up to speed, you can go and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Yeah, so a couple of different options to play around with there. Do whatever's easiest for you. All right, let's add that little transition section in now. So to get ourselves from one foot to the other, we've just finished our 4 battement tendus to the back, arms in arabesque, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to take it out again to start off our pas de bourrée. Okay, now these are 3 little steps, bit of a transition just to change the feet over. Now this one, you can cheat it slightly to just be where you need to be. I'm going to take my last step slightly over to the side just to give me a little bit more space. You can do the same or you can stay on the spot. It is up to you. So I'm going to take that foot out, bring it back under, 1 up on demi-pointe, 2, step into the side, 3 and close. Ready to repeat the other side. So it's 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, ready to repeat on the other side. Let me show you a little bit quicker. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, close. Okay, so it doesn't matter too much if it's absolutely perfect. You can always just take a little step and close if you want to there, rather than do those 3 separate steps. but it is up to you. Okay, let's just walk that whole section through with the transitions. Practice it with or without the pas de bourrée. Ready to repeat on the left side. Ready? 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, close. Okay, give it a go with the music. It does pick up suddenly, so it really goes with the strength of the music, whereas the first section was a little bit softer, a little bit more graceful. This is a little bit more strong and purposeful, I suppose. So everything is done with that purpose, set with that timing, keep it the sharpness there with those battements tendus as well. So you can always practice that leaning on a bar or something at home, getting them nice and sharp and nice and swift as well. Let's just give that one section a go with the music. So finishing our intro. Good work. So you may want to take this opportunity just to pause the video and practice those first two sections again on your own, and then we can recap and go back over it again. Next, we're going to repeat the introduction. Okay, so we've just finished in this fifth position here. Now, as we take that final pas de bourrée from that left side, make sure you're en face for this bit, so facing forward, not slightly to the diagonal like we did for the tendus. So we can repeat those 4 breaths of the arms, 1, down, 2, and 3, and 4. Repeat this arm section, 1, and open, and down, and lift. Now this last bit of the intro, we're going to take a little bit quicker just to fit it in with the music. So we're going to rise up, caress straight away, start opening those arms. So we're up there for less time, probably about half the time as we were at the start. Then taking it over to that left side with a little wrap and close here. Okay, again, slightly crossed, slightly on the angle. Okay, we're going to take a lovely forward port de bras here with a dégagé. So we're going to dégagé that front leg. So our right foot just slides along the floor like we did with our battements tendus, but it's going to stay out. We're going to trace the opposite arm down the leg and back up into a port de bras. So as we take the arms forwards, the leg forwards, we're going to open here, left arm trace down the leg and up to 4. Okay, so you will need to bend that left supporting leg as well as we trace down. And again, open and down and lift. Okay, good. From there, we're not going to close that leg. We're going to take it out and lower and lift. We're going to lift this right leg to a retiré position, arms coming up to 5th. Lift. Okay, so we're just bringing the toes to the knee, balancing, and then we're going to close it behind. As we do, we're going to take a little shift just to face the opposite direction. Now we've got our left foot in front to repeat that whole section. Open, trace down, remember opposite arm to the leg, lift, up and close. Alright, so you will move slightly backwards on that final section. Let's do that again let's do it with the music, from where we repeat the intro, just so you can see the time difference with our karoo and twist the second time through. Nice work, everybody. So we've got essentially 3 different sections which we put together today. We're not going to learn anything else because I appreciate that's a fair amount to take in all in one go. But like I said, feel free to just pause the video at any point, recap it, or you can just do a bit at a time. Perhaps you just focus on the port de bras arm section today, and then maybe you come back to those battement tendu section another time. Okay, so split it up how you want. So we're going to put all 3 sections together. So starting from the very beginning, all the way through that repeat and that final forward port de bras section at the end. All right, so think about your posture the whole way through. Think about where your angles are, where your arms need to be. Again, you can go back and think about different things each time you try it. So perhaps you work on the footwork to start with, then you start to think about the arms, but the whole way through just try and remember that framework and that starting off point from where we start all our movements, okay, and that lovely alignment and posture. All right, so keep that in mind the whole way through. All right, enjoy it. Think about the grace and elegance of those ballet moves. As I said, the moves aren't necessarily very complicated, but it's just helping our brains put them together and pick it up in the sequence and remembering it all as well. So enjoy yourselves and let's dance it all together. Nice work, everybody. Even then I forgot an arm at the end, so if you make a mistake, please don't worry about it. Just carry on and you can always go back over it another time. So please don't panic about making little mistakes when we're in the rehearsal stages of practicing. So we're going to just do a nice gentle stretch just to work through those feet and those legs, and making sure we're just working those arms as well. So let's go. So finding your spaces again. Feet in parallel, float those arms out to the side And we're just going to push those arms back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good. And then as we bring them forward, we're going to slightly bend those knees, curve that spine, and just clasp those hands in front of us, pulling those arms forwards. Good, giving that back a little stretch. Let the chin drop. And then reaching it all the way up. Let the hips drop away. Good. And release those arms. Give them a little shake out. Nice work. Just place your hands on your hips or relaxing by the side of you. Bending both knees. Just pushing one foot over the tops of those toes. Really stretch the arches here. All right, if you want a slightly deeper stretch, just bring it a little bit further behind you. Okay, just to really lengthen that arch. Pushing over the big toes. Good. And the other foot. Bending. Peel the heels off. Just give a little stretch out there. And again, if you need to take it a little bit further back just to increase the stretch, that's fine. Good work. And back to centre. Shake it all out. Shake those arms out as well. Give those muscles a nice relax. Take a little sway, using the head as well. Looking behind you. Giving that neck a gentle stretch as we look side to side. Wrapping around. And bring those arms all the way up and over. You can bend your knees here if you want to, just to release down. And then very slowly just start to stretch the backs of those legs. If you need to come up here just to ease off, that is fine. Relaxing the head, using the weight of the head to bring you down. And then when you're ready, just release the knees slightly and just curl up. Nice and steady, nice and slow, lifting your head up. Last, good. Take a step out to the right side into a lunge, not too low. All right, but again, you can always deepen this stretch if you need to, or you can ease off if it's a little bit painful, and then send it over to the other side. So like we did at the very start, but just nice and slow, feeling that stretch, breathe into it. Good, and again, once more each side. If you need to get a little bit lower this time, you can. And on the other side. Good. Sending it around to the side then, so both hips facing the side, hips nice and square. Just let that back heel push away. Good. And over to the other side, twitching the hips so they're square to that other side. Nice. Good. Coming back to the centre, reaching one arm down and over the top, so we get a lovely side stretch here. Good. Don't let the shoulder creep up to the ear. Try and create a little bit of space in that right side. And then sending it over the other side. Lovely reach over. If you want to, you can always increase the stretch just by pulling gently with the other arm. You can see in the camera. Just to give yourself a bit more of a stretch. And release. Good. Just let the upper body take a little roll around. That's it. Imagine you're just rotating on your axis, on your spine. And the other way. Nice and fluid, nice and smooth. Good. And then start to bend the knees as we take it round those hips. It's like a little massage going all the way around. And the other way. Good. Nice. Coming up, releasing any tension out of those shoulders, out of those knees and ankles as well. And give yourselves a clap. Well done, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. I will post the link for the cover video in the description so you can practice it on your own at home. And as I said, it was very kindly recommended by one of you lovely ladies that comes to the classes, so thank you so much for that. If you have got any other songs you've heard or anything that you'd like to try out, then please let me know. It's always really helpful to have your feedback and ideas and input into what we do in the classes. So please let me know if there's anything you would like to have a go at. I will also put the link for any donations, so if you'd like to contribute towards today's class, then please follow the link below to do so. Anything you can spare is very, very much appreciated until we're all back dancing together again in person, which I hope won't be too long to wait now. In the meantime, thank you so much for your support and patience, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.